Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's Live with Fives. Yeah, it's fantastic. Beautiful rainy day here. It's warm, so that was a nice shock to the system to walk out to the car this morning and not have it be frozen in a block of tundra. So, anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. Thought we'd wrap up the week and talk about some social media tactics, some stuff that's going on. We're always learning new stuff about Facebook. We'll talk a little bit about that because they're changing everything all the time. So when we talk about social media, what we're really talking about is engagement. The only thing that really matters, especially on Facebook, we're going to keep this a little bit Facebook centric. Next week, maybe we'll talk about LinkedIn. But I wanted to give you some things to close your week out to think about to grow your business. That's why we're here. So some specific tactics. But the only thing that really matters with Facebook is engagement. They set up a new algorithm at the beginning of the year, and they've been continually dialing it down. So like likes and followers and stuff don't matter. Likes are basically irrelevant these days. So what really matters is how you're engaging people on your Facebook page, on your company page, and that you have high quality engagement and content. That's what we're going to talk about today, is how do you get that out there and how do you up that engagement, because that's what Facebook, what matters about it. So a couple of tips here that we're going to talk about today: consistency, high value content, using Facebook Lives, Facebook ads. All right, pretty simple. How are we leveraging them? So let's talk about the consistency. The number one thing to build your brand, to build your awareness, and that's what we're talking about. That's what we focus on here, is building your brand. And the number one thing to do that is consistency on your posts. So when we put together a social media schedule and things, it's very consistent, and we do things for our clients that are regular. So what you're doing is you're starting to train people that come to your page to expect these things, and those things that you're scheduling comes into high value content. And this is something where you can have a lot of fun with it and do a lot of different things, but the number one thing that these all need to do is provide some level of value, right? You don't want to be consistently just promoting your business and things. You want to be have a level of diverse content, okay? So, it can be entertaining, it can be informational. I'm a big fan of providing information and useful things that people need, because that's what we're all about here, is from a service business, how do we share what we know out to others so that they get that value, so that you can implement things right away. So informational things, and when we're dealing with service-based organizations, plumbers, realtors, those types of things, we try to get them to expand their posts into the knowledge that they have about, whether it's plumbing. Hey, what's a bad plumber? What are the attributes of a good plumber? So that'd be more informational. But more importantly, like, hey, here's how to do something. If you're buying or rehabbing a house, here's what not to do, or here's how to build this patio out. Really getting that interactive content out there so that somebody can go out and do that. Now, promotional stuff, you're going to promote your business in there, but that should be 10% of the posts you're doing out there, and educational and informational. We talked about those. Facebook Live, I love this, and I love this for our clients. I love doing these, and there's a multiplier effect, especially with Facebook Live, and I'm going to tell you this today, so pay attention. Facebook Live is great. You can go out there. Right now, I'm on Facebook Live. Facebook's broadcasting saying, hey, Live with Fives is on, baby. But it also allows you to record that and put it in perpetuity on your Facebook page. Great, people can get it. But I'm, spending 20 years in the content management world, I abhor having to create oodles of content. And what I love about Facebook Live is it's very repurposable. What do I mean by that is you can take that, you can download that content, you can upload that into YouTube, and now it's there and really easy to share out either on your websites or in your email blast, and be able to send that link to people, find that, and this big point is that it's searchable now on YouTube. So you have a whole other channel for you to leverage the videos and stuff that you're doing on Facebook Live. And I think that's just a fantastic example of leveraging Facebook for something that's a little bit unconventional. A lot of people don't think about this, that they can download it. Oh, I can take that and I can put it someplace else. Absolutely. Why not repurpose what you're doing? Because when we're in business, everything is all about efficiency, and that's a great way to be efficient. Facebook Live also, there's a process that in there about engagement and post engagement on those posts. We've gotten a lot of great feedback through the engagement on this. One of that was, write bigger on this, or zoom in on the word. So we're changing our format and dialing it in. So for us, we're really looking for that feedback. So if you get that, let us know. Okay. I'm just looking at my trusty assistant behind the camera. What up, Devin? Little shout out. Okay. Facebook ads, another tool in the Facebook arsenal. Now, this is something that is getting, there's mixed reviews on this. Are you getting value out of that? So when we look and set that up, we always look at our goals for what we want to achieve. And when we're achieving stuff on ads, you really want to measure the effectiveness. Now, I'm not a huge fan of boosting posts. We do that here and there because we're always testing stuff and doing different things. But you really want to set up ad campaigns because that allows you to track the effectiveness of that campaign beginning to end. And you want to set up your call to actions. Like, what is that call to action you want? So for some of our clients, we agree that it's just about driving traffic to their website. And what I love about doing that is we can show the uptick in the traffic that we're driving to websites, and we've had some great success doing that. Others want a direct call, and the millennial in the room with me, that's what he's going to do. Is he's just be like, I just want to push the button and call somebody. I didn't think the millennial generation liked to talk to anybody, but anyway, I digress. That's probably, you can talk to HR about that. Okay. But the thing that I love about Facebook ads is that you can target a demographic. Ads resonate for a variety of reasons: copy, image, and demographics, right? And so I look at this as unlocking, that your demographics Tumblr to lock, and so you got to go in and unlock that. And it's very low dollars. What I suggest when people start is they do very low dollars and they start looking at results. What resonated, what doesn't. So you're constantly changing that and dialing that in. That's something that we have pretty much down to a science here. And then measure. What's that effectiveness of that ad? Did it get you the call to actions? And what I find a lot of people are doing is like, I get a bunch of likes. Well, like I said earlier, likes and follows don't matter. I really don't care. I want that call to action clicked and moved through the funnel, your sales funnel. And we're going to talk about sales next week. So what we're doing is we're starting now with your brand awareness. These are activities that you can do right now over the weekend to do these things, and then start to track those call to actions. And the call to action, CTA, is the activity you want that person who sees your ad to do. Okay, it could be a phone call, it could be go to a site, it could be go to a group, it could be go to a landing page, it could be go watch this other video, it could be whatever those activities are. Again, when you're building your brand awareness, that's something to think about. Engagement is king. Okay. So one of the things that we just found out this morning is Facebook is going to be changing their feeds. We're doing some more research into that, but they're going to make it kind of go back to their roots and make it more personal. There is some thought that Facebook itself is getting oversaturated with the ads and the businesses and things on that. So, as we start to look at that, I think there's still a huge opportunity to leverage Facebook in particular, but building your personal brand is still king. And what that allows you to do, especially when you're selling, is to build your story up on Facebook, which was its original intent. Because when you're selling and promoting what you do, people buy you, right? So this is all lead in for next week, but people buy you. So make sure that if you're coming back to our fundamental tenets here of it's entertaining, it's informational, it's educational, those are fantastic things too, which we've been preaching all along and which work. Focus on your personal brand and that value you bring. If you're in the services business, really promote the fact that you're a service-oriented person, that you with what you do is highly responsive, that you're getting back to people, that you're doing these things in a way that is congruent with who you are. And then, like I said, people buy you. they buy you. So Facebook's a great platform to build that up. So make sure you're collecting testimonials out there. Make sure that you're getting your ratings out there, that you're asking your customers to do that, because when you are selling, and when Devin's coughing in the background, yeah, I like to make the kid laugh. So, anyway, that's what you want to be focused on, is saying, hey, our company's got a good brand. We are promoting educational materials and relevant and entertaining things, and really cultivating that culture. There's the word I've been looking for, culture of your organization. Track the goals and outcomes. If I can stress this one thing, every successful person tracks what they are doing for its effectiveness, and they are able to make the decision to stop doing ineffective things. Facebook's a great platform for, especially when we're talking about ads, to say, like, that ad didn't work, well, stop running it, pull it down, spin another one up. Constant management of those things, because you don't want to be wasting the money. Ads are, they can add up. What I like about Facebook is, yes, it's cheap, but it doesn't take much to get it to spend a lot of money. We had we have a client that came in and inadvertently spent almost $1,000 on ads, and kind of because they didn't know what they were doing and thought they had stopped them, and they didn't. So be really cognizant on that. You can reach out to us if you have questions on how to manage that. We're happy to help you out and get you set up properly. Make sure you share this, by the way. Okay. I think that's it. So next week, we're all about the growth. So two things that people are like, how do I get more leads? Well, this will generate more leads for you. This is why we're talking about this. And then next week, we're going to start leading into how do you take these tenets of what we're talking about, Facebook. We'll throw some LinkedIn. We have some ideas on that. And some of the other social channels, your other marketing channels that we talked about earlier in subsequent videos. And we'll start to say now, what do you do when you have a lead? When they come into your funnel, what are those things that you need to be doing to get highly engaged? And we have some other great tactics that we're going to share with you next week. So we hope you tune in. And if you're following along, let us know what you think. If you would like some other topics out there, just let us know. We'd love to get those out. And we have some exciting stuff coming for February, so we can't wait to be sharing that with you too. So thanks. Have a wonderful Friday, wonderful weekend. Stay safe. I hear it's going to be a little icy in central Pennsylvania. So love you guys. Take care.